Hi everyone, this is John, and let's see what we get in our fifth match of this league. So we can see we have the results of our first four match. We started pretty poorly with two losses in a row, 2-0-2, and then let's join the match quickly before and then we went a bit better with two losses straight. So what do we have here? We have I really like this kind of hands. 4 cantrip, just realized, 4 cantrip, it's a lot, but we have the mine, we have Scryland, we have 1 piece of combo. Good with that. We are good with that, and we should be alright against discard, which is always a problem for us. And we're starting with Shambling Vent, which might mean we're gonna face some discard. And here it's pretty good. It's pretty good because we have our untap fast land that's coming, so we don't need to use the counter on a gemstone mine, and we can start. We're gonna start with a sleight of hand, and hopefully we can get some Lotus Bloom. No, so cantrip, another cantrip, or another Seachrome Coast. We do have quite a bit of cantrip. Actually, I'm not too sure what we can do here, because we might as well get the Seachrome Coast, so next turn we ensure that we have a double we can use double cantrip without still using the gemstone mine. So I will take the Seachrome Coast, especially because we don't have mana rocks or anything, so lands are part of our game plan here. Ghost Quarter, Shambling Vent, and Talia. Okay, so we have faced that deck before. That's not good news at all. It's the Eldrazi Hate Bear, and that's a difficult matchup. It's going to be very hard game 1 because of Thought Knots here and this artifact that can also exile card in our hand. Okay, so let's do the Serum Vision this time, because we are not. What happened? Cancel. Oh yeah, Talia, of course, Talia. Okay, so let's do our Serum Vision out of Talia and see what we have. Pact of Negation. More lands, so we're gonna need a lot of mana if we want to combo off, but at this stage we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We already not that bad. I think we need to also dig for our second combo piece, so I will be more inclined to do double bottom here. Double bottom, and see and try to get Ad Nauseam. So how it works to go through Talia, this is 9 mana. 9 mana. We need to add 1 to each of our spell, and we need 3 spells if we want to go with Lightning Storm. If we want to go with Maniac, we don't have the tax on Talia, but it will cost us anyway one more mana. It's a little bit better if we have a land drop. So it will be, I think it's 8 mana in a land drop. So we can do the math later on, because we're not quite there yet. We do have some mana, and I'm going to scry first, and then do a Serum Vision. Lotus Bloom. Okay, so Lotus Bloom can help us a lot with the mana, and we can draw it straight away. Are we gonna die over the next 4 turns? We might, since we're already at 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's a 3-turn clock. So I don't think we want to bother with this. Put it at the bottom. Lotus Bloom, yes. And then let's go for Serum Vision again and set up our next few turns. A Prism here will be good. I think it will help us, because we can, with Talia, there is the trick. So we have another Gemstone Mine, a Sleight of Hand. We already have 1 Sleight of Hand. We will be able to do it twice next turn. So bottom Lightning Storm, and I think I'm happy to draw a Sleight of Hand to do double cantrip next turn. that's put on top of a library. We have played a land, and I will pass the turn. They would be very great to get a prism, to get this additional 3 mana, because here we are not looking too good. We have a clock, there's a Shambling Vent as well, that will, and then the Thought-Knot Seer. Okay, can we Pact of Negation here? We could do Pact of Negation and draw Grace, but we will lose 2 cards. Well, anyway, the Thought-Knot Seer will get rid of 1 card. I think we can here, because he will most likely get rid of our Angel Grace, so we might as well counter the Thought-Knot Seer, because he could have a bounce effect later on if we have if he have Eldrazi Displacer, and we're removing 4 damage. Let's Pact of Negation. It wouldn't. Is okay. Yes. So there is the tax effect. I need to think about this. Okay. So do we want to exile the Simian Spirit Guide for that? 1, 2, 3. I will just let it resolve then. I want to keep all my Simian Spirit Guide. I might need just all of them if I need to combo early. Okay. Yes, I'm not used to play. I'm used to play against that deck. As you can see, I'm a bit confused with this Talia every time I want to cast a spell. Okay, it's not looking good anyway. The game 1 is going to be tough without the Leyline of Sanctity, and we need to find a way to be able to answer this Talia. So we might be dead next turn. Sleight of Hand. So we can do double Sleight of Hand, and then it's going to be 7, 8, 9, 10, and Shambling Vent cannot attack. He could do by tapping for white. Ghost Quarter is Caves of Coilos, and attack for lethal next turn. And of course he remove Angel Grace. Let's do a first Sleight of Hand and see what we get. Plain Seachrome Code, so that's not great. I don't think so. Let's take a plain, something that isn't tapped. We have double Gemstone Mine anyway for the black mana. We could simply play a land, but whatever we grab from the Sleight of Hand, we just won't be able to cast it. So I think we're pretty much dead here. Let's, out of curiosity, let's see what we have. And we do have both piece of combo, and that's the case where we do a Sleight of Hand and we have both piece of combo. Ish, of course, with Spot of the Vault. But anyway, we can only keep one. So we can take Angel Grace here. It's not gonna matter much, and we're gonna die next turn. So I'm just gonna concede here, simply for the interest of time, so we don't need to lose too much time. We're pretty slow at doing my thing. So in here we bring the Thoughtseize. We want to get rid of the Thought-Knot Seer, for example, or all the things that interact, and a Talia as well would be good. Echoing Truth. So why Echoing Truth? Because we can bounce Talia at the turn before we combo. Slow the Pact as well. We can slow the Pact Talia. And that's going to be a lot of things to bring. That's for sure. In terms of enchantment, I don't know what he can bring. He might have some. He might play Stony Silence or things like that. We're gonna deal with this with Echoing Truth as well. I think we don't have. We're gonna remove our Pact of Negation here. That's the first thing to do, and then we have quite a bit of space to make. All right, let's remove one Spell of the Vault. I wish I could keep it, but we need some space. Let's remove 2 mana rocks. I think Petal Prism could be good with Talia here. Maybe 2 Lotus Bloom. So we have 2 more spots. We have 2 spells. Can we remove Lab Maniac? Phyrexian Life. I think we can afford to have one less Phyrexian Life as well. I used to run only 3 in the deck, and I always thought it was running very well with 3. So I'm happy to remove one just to make some space for this important sideboard card. And we have one more, maybe another spoil. I still want to keep my 2 win con. I have 1 minute left. Okay, that's this last card is difficult. I want to keep all my prism. Unlife. I want to keep 3 unlife, and I'm just gonna remove a spoil then. Okay, let's go for that. It's I always find it difficult when we play against this kind of matchup when we have a lot of sideboard cards to bring. And no, we're not gonna keep this simply because we have no cantrip and no piece of combo. Even though we have 2 of our sideboard cards, that's not the one we necessarily want. We don't necessarily want both of them anyway. So let's mulligan to 6. Ooh, that looks even worse. I am going to mulligan to 5 here because we against a tough matchup, and we can't afford to have such a underwhelming start. And now that's still looking better. Now we're gonna keep because we're already at 5, but we have an Ad Nauseam, which is the hardest piece of combo to grab. 1 cantrip. Untap land, so it's not too bad. We couldn't get at all our Leyline of Sanctity, unfortunately, but that's as good as it gets. We're just gonna put this at the bottom. It's gonna be very tough here. It's gonna be very tough on 5 without a Leyline. Sleight of hand. I will just grab the Serum Vision in here and try to dig for Serum Vision and pass the turn. All right. So we had a pretty bad game 1, and it's not looking great. The Vial, okay. Lightning Storm. So that's the worst draw possible. Let's get to Serum Vision here. Phyrexian Life. So we have the combo, and we are going to put the prism on top, and we're just gonna ram. So what we want to do is we want to do turn 2 prism, and we're gonna be happy to draw another land after this prism. So we're gonna go top and top. Yes, top and top. We're gonna do this scry land, so we know that we're gonna scry our prism, which is fine. At least we will not be bothered by the tap effect later on in the game if we need it. All right. So we might be all right. We never know if he doesn't have too many. 3 mana, so Displacer. Okay, so it's not that bad. Displacer in itself does nothing, but I would be surprised if it doesn't have anything to blink. Okay, so we can do Pentaprism or Phyrexian Life. In the interest of mana, I would say we go with simply Phyrexian Life here to be mana efficient, and we can do Prism next turn. Yeah, that's a little bit of a timing problem with our draw, because we couldn't do the Prism turn 2. We had to dig for it. So otherwise that could have been a turn 4 kill, and if he doesn't discard anything, it would have worked. So 2 mana cost, it's not great because that's the Tidal Scholar, and if he flashes Tidal Scholar, he can actually blink it. So he will always make sure that he's removing 1 piece of combo. So he doesn't seem to do anything here. He might just wait that we draw a card to flash it in. That would make sense. But technically we all set to combo. And it will be way too slow if he doesn't have any interaction. So can you do something with Ghost Quarter? No, because we're gonna have a prism, so he can't remove. Alright. So Talia. Okay, Talia is gonna be okay here. Okay, because we're just gonna, and we have the mana, so we're just gonna put a prism for blue, black, white, and do a prism. Cast with 3 colors, so we have 3 counter on Penta Prism. We play our Dark Slick short tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 mana, and I said we need 8 mana to be able to combo off with 8 mana if we don't use a land drop. So we are not good enough. But we have a Fury Action Alive, is gonna buy us some time. And is ticking up to 3, so no Tide Hollow Scholar. It might be a Thought-Knot Seer that he's holding, which is going to sound terrible because he can flash Ether Vial next turn. Sorry, he can flash Thought-Knot Seer if he has next turn and blink it straight away. So we're exiling 2 cards, 1 Wincon and 1 Ad Nauseam. So that would be great if we can top deck. If we top deck a Line of Sanctity, it's not that bad. We're gonna have to use a counter of the Penta Prism, which is not great. And he's going to go for the Ghost Quarter during his main phase. Yes, so it doesn't matter for us. We're gonna have the Prism anyway. He can do that because maybe he's thinking I'm running 1 basic, but I do run 2, so we're just gonna use the ability and get our second plane. And there's another Ghost Quarter. Okay, that makes sense now. And now that's good for him, because we'll just double check. But yes, we do not have anything. So we have 6 mana. We need 2 more to combo out of Talia. We could still top deck Slow the Pact of Echoing Truth, but we top deck Gemstone Mine. It's a land, it's mana, and what we are going to do is there is an option where we would Ad Nauseam for value here. I don't know how we can pull that off. So what is going on? Okay, so I might just reconsider 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I might just have miscalculated because we have Fury Action Alive here. So let's turn off auto yield. He's doing Displacer on, so it's on my turn on Blade Splicer. So if let's recalculate it, because I can do, and then I have 1. I think I can combo off here. I think I miscalculated because 8 mana, it's what we need for an Angel Grace combo. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I need to pay 6 for Ad Nauseam, and then I will need to pay 4 for Lightning Storm, and that's all good. That's all good because we have enough. So I think I miscalculated because, yes, of the 2 more that we need because of Angel Grace. Our opponent is tapped out. We just go for it. Alright, so luckily I managed to remember this thing. I have to admit it's a bit late, so I'm not 100% there. But we're alright. Okay, so I'm just gonna pause here and come back as usual after I manage the combo. All right, so it seems that it's indeed very late, and I think I screw up the combo. So what happened is I don't really know what happened. So I think I misinterpreted one of the trigger in the stack because the opponent didn't want to. That's one reason why you should, I guess, always let the Ad Nauseam player do the combo. I think that's just my lack of experience with doing this combo on MTGO. I think I misinterpreted one of the trigger on the stack, and I thought my opponent discarded a card to redirect to me. So I discarded a card in response to redirect to him. But it seems that MTGO, when it was saying, do you want to redirect the spell? I said yes. I clicked on my opponent image, but it seems that since he might just have thought, because the target was already on my opponent, if I said I wanted to change, he automatically assumed it was on me. Something like this. So I'm not sure. So I just ended up bolting lightning storm my own face and die from it because it dealt infect damage. I think it's all right because this matchup we're not looking great. We were on the play on the draw next turn. It's a bit annoying. I really wanted to still a bit annoying. I wanted to see this this third match, but yes, I did mention like it's 11:30, so I'm a bit old. That's a bit late for me, and maybe I shouldn't have started the match that late. I made a few mistakes. So okay, so let's wrap up this match. We can just put it behind us, and that's the end of this league. So we went 2-3, which is not great. We have just a few points. So yes, just in case, I don't think I've mentioned it, but this league was actually what they call a friendly league. It's still a league, what I would say competitive league, because I still have to pay tickets, and we win prize by playing it. But I registered to this friendly one here simply because there were actually more player when I registered, and I think it's still the case. Yeah, slightly more player. And I had a bad experience in my previous competitive one when I had to wait sometimes around 10-15 minutes to get a player. So I wanted to get to the friendly, but I just learned that the friendly doesn't go on MTG top 8. So obviously I would really like to get my name on the MTG top 8 if we can manage to get a 5-0. So I will definitely go to the competitive one next time, and for now onwards I will only go to the competitive. I would say it is good that time, because in the competitive one we wouldn't have gotten anything. It's only 3 wins and more that gets things. But the last league we went 3-2, so we would have won more rewards by doing 3-2 in a competitive than in a friendly. But I don't think it matters so much, because we saw really well established deck. We saw some tier 1 and tier 2 decks over the last 10 matches we played with the league. And alright, so let's wrap up this video. It wasn't definitely wasn't a great play from my side, and let's go to the wrap up, and then we'll go straight to the third league. Thank you for watching.